Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is your daily Go Getimism number 793 for December 4th, 2016. Tonight, I want to talk to y'all about playing the blame game. Our people play the blame game too much. The blame game is basically when you accuse somebody of being the reason that something has happened in your life. It could be a whole lot of things. You may, okay. Number one, a lot of people played the blame game November 8th, November 9th, especially November 9th, when Donald Trump won the presidential election. We played the blame game. We pointed the fingers at people who voted for Donald Trump, people who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton, people who didn't vote at all, people who only voted for the Senate, whatever, people who voted for a third party candidate. And at the end of the day, where did all that blaming get us? Where does any of that blaming ever get us in life? Period. You know, we have to take the accountability for any of the things that happen to us in our lives, because ultimately we do hold the power to our future. We hold the key to our future. We hold the key to our present. We just don't give ourselves enough credit a lot of times. You know, when your life is out of your control, or so you feel that your life is out of control, which is all it takes for your life to be out of control. But when that's the situation, you don't believe that you hold your own destiny in your hands. You don't believe that you can make things happen to your life for good or bad. But once you start to take control of your life, you start to see that you can depend on yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't need help from anybody else. It just means that you know that no matter whether somebody gives you help or not, you want to find a way to get what you need because you're resourceful. But when you don't get the things that you want, people start getting real funny and they want to start pointing fingers at people. They want to start finding a scapegoat, a fall guy. We're not in a condition as black people to be able to do that and get it off unnoticed, because there's so many of us that are in a bad position, are in deplorable conditions, that there aren't enough of us who have made it to say that we have made it. So if we blame each other for our condition when we have been put in our position systematically, like, where's it going to get us? It's like, you know, there's so many examples that I could use. But to be honest with you, some of them are kind of derogatory in my mind, so I won't use them. But I'll say this. We have to do whatever's necessary in order to find the ways to bring ourselves together. We can't keep doing the same old things that separate us and divide us. And one thing that definitely will separate us and divide us, and has done that we don't even recognize half the time, is that we just point the finger at each other and we blame each other for putting us in a position that we are in. For example, we say, you know, ain't no white people ever done me wrong. Black people have treated me worse than white people ever had. It makes me so sad when I hear somebody say that, when I hear a black person say that, because I know that their overstanding of their present condition, just like, there is no overstanding. They just don't know where they are or who they are. Sure, black people victimize each other. We have black on black crime. We have black on black hate. We have black on black disrespect. We have black on black lack of love of self. So anything that looks like us, talks like us, walks like us, acts like us, has a demeanor like us, we don't think that is as good as what the other man says it is. And we seek to be validated. But because we don't feel validated without that validation from the other man, we point the finger at each other for not showing a good face to the other man. It's really kind of ridiculous when you think about it. But the whole concept of us playing the blame game is ridiculous. And people only blame other people when they don't believe that they can make something happen for themselves. I mean, come on, man. I mean, what do we? I could see, I could see if you were blaming somebody for a particular incident, an isolated incident, even if it's a series of isolated incidents unrelated to each other. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody runs into your car while your car is parked, yeah, you can blame them for doing that. It's all their fault. But for ruining your life, that means that somebody has to be there with you on a regular basis, making things bad for you. And in order for that to happen, you have to allow them into your life. So there's always going to be accountability on both sides. We got to recognize that. And the sooner we recognize it, the better things will get for us. I really wish I could speak more on this topic tonight, man, but my voice is killing me. It's not that I even feel that bad, but the more that I talk, the more I'm straining my voice. And it's going to make it worse when I'm trying to get better. So I'm just going to end it like this. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, when you start talking about playing the blame game, one thing that I want to make sure that I impress upon y'all before I end this video is this. When you're the type of person that never takes accountability for what you've done, and you're always saying that it's somebody else's fault. You know, we have a lot of people out here actually trying to convince people that they don't look for trouble. People just bring trouble to them. See, that's another way of playing the blame game. You don't want to admit that there's something inside of you that seeks out trouble, that likes drama, that has to feel that only feels special when they have some craziness going on. And you know we know people that are like that. But I'm here to tell y'all that's a lot of what's going on in their psyche. They don't feel relevant unless they're digging themselves out of a hole. You know? But when things don't go right for them, they want to play the blame game. I tell you one thing though, they don't blame nobody when they are making money or when they are achieving their success. They don't blame nobody then. Well, they don't point the fingers then. Like, I wouldn't be shit without you. If it wasn't for you, I would have never made it. Don't seem like a bad idea to me. The Daily Go-Getterism show is every single day at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call-in number 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace.